The old saying, feed a cold, starve a fever, has persisted for generations, and interestingly, there may be some truth hidden in this folklore, though not in the way most people interpret it. The question of whether to eat or fast during flu is more nuanced than simple prescriptions allow. Some research in mice suggests that glucose supports immune responses to bacterial infections, while ketones, produced during fasting, support responses to viral infections. If this translates to humans, it might explain why appetite loss during viral illness could be adaptive. However, human studies haven't confirmed this clearly, and extrapolating from mouse research to human recommendations is problematic. There's also the energy diversion theory. Digestion requires energy, and fasting might allow that energy to redirect toward immune function. During acute nausea and severe symptoms, forcing food down might be counterproductive. Many people instinctively don't want to eat during peak illness, and perhaps we should respect that signal rather than forcing intake. However, prolonged fasting during the high metabolic demands of fever creates significant risks. Short periods, 12 to 24 hours, of minimal intake are unlikely to cause harm in previously healthy adults. But extended fasting means you're not providing the building blocks, amino acids, vitamins, minerals, that your immune system needs to manufacture antibodies and coordinate responses. Who absolutely should not fast? Children have limited glycogen stores and can't tolerate prolonged fasting without risking hypoglycemia and ketosis. Elderly individuals already at higher malnutrition risk can't afford nutritional deficits. Pregnant and breastfeeding women need consistent nutrition for fetal development and milk production. People with diabetes face dangerous blood sugar fluctuations with fasting during illness. Anyone with baseline malnutrition or eating disorders should maintain regular intake. A modified approach makes more sense than all-or-nothing fasting. During peak nausea and acute symptoms, consume broths, electrolyte drinks, and simple carbohydrates in small amounts. This provides some calories and crucial hydration without overwhelming your digestive system. As symptoms improve, progressively add more substantial nutrition. The critical distinction is between fasting and dehydration. Even if you're eating very little, you must maintain hydration. Dehydration rapidly worsens symptoms and impairs recovery. Liquids are non-negotiable regardless of food intake. People who practice intermittent fasting regularly may tolerate illness fasting better than those unaccustomed to it. Their bodies are adapted to using fat stores efficiently. However, illness is not the ideal time to begin fasting if you've never done it before. That's an additional stress on an already stressed system. There's also the gut rest concept. Temporarily reducing food intake might benefit your gastrointestinal system during illness, particularly if you have GI symptoms. However, prolonged fasting can actually harm gut barrier function and microbiome composition, potentially increasing permeability and inflammation. My practical interpretation: listen to your body during the acute phase. If you're genuinely nauseated and food seems repulsive, don't force it for a day or so. Maintain hydration religiously. Consume broths and simple calories when tolerable. But don't extend minimal intake beyond a day or two. As symptoms ease, actively resume eating to provide resources for recovery. The metabolic perspective is this: your body can mobilize fat stores for energy during short fasts, but it cannot manufacture essential amino acids, vitamins, or minerals. Some nutrition is necessary even if total calories are reduced temporarily. The goal is avoiding severe depletion while respecting your body's acute signals about what it can tolerate.